Hilma, you get knocked down, but you get up again. You're never gonna keep Hilma down. She's bounced back after falling down into a crater, sustaining a few injuries along the way. But her trip out here hasn't been without victory. She saved the life of someone from an asthma attack and has potentially gained another ally. And in the back of this travois, she has 6 chunks of hematite, some of which, no doubt, will be used to make a grappling hook. Ideally, that will make the climbing process a lot easier in the future. And with her injuries as they are, she can't exactly risk delving into these craters anymore. Not until those bruises, those bumps, those scrapes have healed. And so we will be journeying back home, and we'll attempt to go west through a little bit of unknown territory so that we might discover more craters for us to explore in future days. But for now, Legionnaires, let us dive on in. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm, Innawood. We are here with a Hilma Baron that has, as stated earlier, a few bumps, a few scrapes. I mean, a little bit more than that. She's hurting, like quite badly. She's in severe pain currently, which is going to make climbing harder, which is why we aren't going to be doing that. We are going to attempt to return to this crater in the future. We do have another crater that's marked here as well, but what we're going to try and do is just go over to the west here, kind of uncovering this area until we get to the swamp. I'm hoping that we will at some point connect up with the river again, but eventually we're going to be just traveling northwest and back home. At least that is the plan. And so, without further ado, let's get a move on. Ooh, okay. We have a mound of dirt up here. Just a mound of dirt. We'll get a little bit closer to that, see what it is. We've mostly discovered dead vegetation and a small pond, but that mound, that could very well be a dermatic hive, so we'll give it space and we'll carry on to the west. And I think, yes, we have ourselves another crater. Okay, we've got one right here. There's a portal too, and it looks like we've reached the edge of the swamp. The river is probably just down that direction there, so we're going to spin around. We're going to start to head back up to the northwest. We're going to get ourselves home, and we are going to avoid all the trouble along the way. Fungaloids, zombies, and everything else in between. We have that pack of wolves that we've seen in the past, but they're not going to stand much of a chance. Not against Ryan at full pace, with our cart trailing behind. And here we are, back safe and sound. So, Ryan, let's get you sorted out first of all. Back inside. There we go. And I'm sorry that you're alone here. We will attempt to get Leanne out of the basement at some point, but it is a bit of an ordeal at this stage. And now, the chunks of hematite. We're going to get that moved out. We're going to get that dragged on down towards the blacksmith. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I've already seen something interesting. Let's go drop that off there. Cheryl's here. Cheryl has actually made it. Hello. And it looks like you're currently suffering from asthma. Okay. Well, I think what we gave you should continue to help, but at the same time, we can always make more, can't we, Hilma? So let's go do that now. Just that's Cheryl isn't suffering from a damn asthma attack. Spurge, let's grab it and let's go brew some of that up. I really don't know how long it's been. We will check in with the bulletin board to see whether any of our folks are done. But Spurge is what we are after first and foremost. And it looks like we can make a decent amount of Spurge tea. The question is, would she use it automatically? Well, I suppose there's only one way to tell. Let's go cook all of that up, and hopefully we should have a stomach nearby that will be able to use that. Yep, we've got another sealed stomach on us at the moment. Oh, okay. We already have Spurge tea. Aha, that makes sense. And we are going to have to put it somewhere else, so we'll put it into another sealed stomach on the bookshelf there. So we must have just fed her the tea before, so that is something that we are going to be able to do again. Oh, let's turn off the light before we head on out. Now, we can use bandages on her, but we might just have to try and give her the tea in the hopes that she will drink it herself. I'm going to say I want you to use this item, and hopefully she will use it. Otherwise, we might just have to give it to her. So Spurge T, yeah, you want to hold on to your weapon. That's understandable. So instead, we are just going to trade items. She still has the flintlock pistol in her hand. She has a fast draw holster. Huh. Well, that's definitely useful. She also has a watch. Not just any watch, a game watch, which we could use to entertain ourselves. Oh man. I mean, we gave her a flintlock pistol. No, we're okay. We are just going to try and see if we can trade off this Spurge T. Looks like a deal. There you go. Let's say, let's go. She has it in her inventory now. It is fully up to her whether or not she actually drinks it. If we say, I want to see her abilities, yeah, we can see that she's under the effects of asthma currently. Okay, she has the means to deal with it. I don't think there's any rules that we can set when it comes to healing, but they do tend to take care of themselves. So if it's not severe, well, she might just be okay with having it be what it is. Right, let's check in with the rest of our crew though. It looks like, yeah, all of our forages are done. They've been out for 10 hours and 56 minutes, and Chantal is done with the smithing, ramshackle that is. So where's Pony? What did we set Pony to then? We'll have to see. Oh, Pony is also crafting, but we don't see him here. Oh, because he isn't done yet. My bad. It's a full day for him to be done. Okay, I understand. Well, let's get our foragers back, and let's also hope that they will return okay, as, well, this is how Sync went missing. Right, Lysandra next. Okay, that's good. The extra experience is most certainly useful. And finally, Gerald. Gerald is back as well. Copper spear in hand. Okay, ramshackle, let's get you back. Oh, let's just say ramshackle for now. Oh, Pony's also done. Okay, don't ask me how I messed that up. Well, it's good to have you all here, bar Arturo. So, what do we have on the ground here? Wow, we've got a lot. So, 200 nails, very useful. Large dinosaur eggs. Lots of dinosaur eggs in actual fact. We've got blueberries, we've got apricots, we've got all kinds of things. Some snails, and this has all been from the harvesting that they've been doing, the foraging. We also have 20 wires, which is going to allow us to build the coop. I think I would like to do that rather than do the workspace next. We will definitely be working on those chains, but there's just, we need a lot to be able to do that. Although in saying that, we do have extra lumps of steel now. All we need to do is go and process the hematite that we brought along. This is for one chain, and we need to have 4 for that, so yeah, we'll see. We are then going to start off with the chicken coop, fabrication 3. So we should be able to get everyone involved in this. It says it's going to take 3 days. We'll be able to speed that up quick fast. Even Cheryl can join on this. Pony doesn't have that good a fabrication. The reason the others are so good is because of the amount of building they've been doing, and because they've just been hanging around Hilma. She has that effect on people. Cheryl, pop on off, and let's see how long that's going to take them. 7 hours and 9 minutes. Very nice. Now Hilma is actually tired, so we want to be careful that we don't overwork her. We most certainly want to make sure that she has enough time to rest. Her strength is returning a little bit. I think we'll have a good opportunity to fully bandage her up before we go to sleep. We're just going to have a look at making more bandages. First things first though, we are going to get Pony to do some organizing of stuff for us. Menial labor, thank you very much. And that should mean that all of the stuff here is going to go and get put into the root cellar. Actually, I am going to have to change that over. We're going to move the position of that to there. And the same thing for perishable drinks. The reason why it was in the bookshelf rather than the root cellar was in winter, it's actually better to have stuff on the bookshelf. It means it's going to freeze. So yeah, he'll carry on working on that. And Hilma, we are going to look at getting this metal processed. Lumps of steel, that's what we're after. Okay, and so this isn't going to take us that long at all to do. This is going to give us 18 lumps of steel and 12 chunks as a byproduct. Okay, let's get a forging. There we are. After that, we've got even more steel. We're in distracting pain at this stage. We're just going to go and gnaw on this smoked meat and knock back some blackberries. And we could take some willow bark tea, but it's just distracting pain at the moment. It's nothing too severe. And as I was saying, before we do anything else, I think we want to have a look at bandages. Because we still have 3 boiled bandages left. I really want to make sure that our head and torso are going to heal up nicely. Right now, they're very poor. So we'll put one on our head, we'll put one on our torso, and I think we're going to go for our right leg, and I want to do our right arm as well. And of course, we want to make sure that we actually have more bandages. So let's see what we are going to need for those. We've got 2 different recipes that we can work with here. This one makes 8 at a time. So that's probably the most efficient way for us to do it. That uses cotton sheets or fiberglass sheets, and it's literally us just tearing them to pieces. So over to the workshop warehouse thing we go. And we've got a fiberglass sheet there, we've got cotton sheets. Okay, we are going to be able to make that just fine. Just going to reload the oil lamp and makeshift bandage. Let's use the fiberglass sheet for now. We can make more of those. Now we got 8 bandages. I probably want to try and repeat the process, but we're going to do it with just a cotton sheet. Reason being, we want to make sure that we have spares. Oh, and I've just noticed Pony isn't actually wielding a weapon currently, or seemingly isn't. So let's grab this copper spear that's down here and make sure that we get him equipped with that. Easy done. Looking good. Okay, and now that we're back in here, we're going to have a look at the bandages again, and we are going to turn them into boiled bandages. 15 in total. That's looking real nice. Let's get that applied to our, well, the leg is good. Just the arm. I think our other limbs are going to heal up okay. If in the morning they're still bad, then we'll have a look at dealing with that. For now, we are tired. We could theoretically rest, but I wouldn't mind just trying to push through a little bit longer today to see if we can get some more things done before we need to inevitably rest. And I think the first thing that I would like to do is create a bulletin board in here so that, well, things should be a little bit more accessible. And it doesn't mean that we have to run all the way over there each time we want to try and, set up an order. And I think that this spot here, just by the window, will work all right. And we've got 2 different options for bulletin boards. We can make this one right now. We've got everything we need. Wooden panel, wooden planks. We're probably just going to use one of the planks here, if I'm being honest, because the panels are, well, they're more valuable to us. Okay, and that should be working. Perfect, it is. And Arturo is ready to head on back. So yeah, that actually makes it pretty easy for us to keep the logs nice and close by. Makes them easier to be used. And we can't see him right now, but he will head on over and then we'll send you out again right away, Arturo. Slowly but surely he is working through this path. And just like that, we can get Pony to go and start carrying things around. Good job, my dude. Right. Okay, so few things that we're going to need. More nails. We are going to need at least another water faucet. We are going to need those 4 steel chains. The adjustable wrench. We can make it right now. It's 5 hours for us to do. It is going to use one of our lumps or some of our chunks. I think we'll just use one of the lumps to get going, and we'll work on it as long as we can. Until the sun sets. And the good thing is that, yeah, once Pony is done, he's just going to sit and watch us crafting and learn more about that process. And Pony, I kind of feel like you're good luck. We just smashed that out. Hilma, well done. Okay, we're going to go for an evening snack of berries to try and keep that, vitamin C up. Knock back some of our nice, clean water. We are feeling tired, and I believe the sun is on its way down now. But that's another tool that we now have access to. And they're already done with the coop. So we are going to call back all of our allies. They've all gained experience from that construction process. And let's just see what the coop is looking like. I love how much this community has grown already. And the fact that we have some people that are already in proper clothing. Thanks to the fact that they actually managed to keep it through their transition to this new world. That's a nice looking coop, eh? So we are going to have to try and transfer some of our wildlife into these. And I think we'll probably want to try and keep Sumo over here as a guard dog, really. And I guess we could keep Chia, but Chia gets easily freaked out. We'll see. I think the first thing that I want to do is just find out if we can get this lot to do anything else for us while we're going to be resting and organizing stuff. We could set up or try to set up a work order for some planks to get chopped. We are going to have to get someone making more nails for us. And I don't remember seeing a water faucet here. At least I'm pretty sure that we haven't seen it here. But hey, look at that. Chain is showing up properly now. It's registering all of the steel that we have access to. And most importantly, the Basecamp forges, because before it was kind of confused. It was like, you don't have enough in there. And I think it was because it was looking at our old forge back inside the cave. But now that we have a bulletin board by this one, it's like, yeah, good. Yeah, we can totally use that one. It must be a proximity thing. So, yeah, we could actually get them started on chains. Yeah, let's get at least one person working on a chain for now, and that is going to be Cheryl. Congratulations, you're our chain maker. And we are going to need some more nails as well. So let's get them done, and let's just say 3 lots. That's going to give us 300 nails, I believe. And Pony, you're the man for the job. Hey, I've managed to get them chopping. Okay, that's great. And that just leaves Ed. Ed, we need to get you doing something. The others they're all trying to chop wood currently. What I might try and do is just move some of the wood over to this pile, because I think that will enable them to actually chop some of these as well. Because right now, I think it's just Ed that's doing the chopping. Oh, and I think I said Ed had nothing to do. No, it's Gerald. So Gerald, I might just get you doing some menial labor if that's cool. Yup, and we are just gonna go and get some rest. I think before we do actually go to sleep, let's go grab Samo. I called you Sumo before, sorry. We're going to untie you, and you should follow us along. Loyal as you are, my friend. Don't worry, we'll make sure that we play with you for a little bit, and we're probably gonna keep you right around here. Yeah, so tie you up there, and let's just play with you for a little bit. Lovely. You're a good dog, you are. Oh, it looks like Gerald is done, so if we're going to go to sleep, we're probably going to have to sleep with our earmuffs on, because Gerald gets noisy. Yeah. Alright, noise-cancelling headgear, pop that on. Let's have ourselves a rest. Well, okay. Good morning. We're just going to eat some plums for breakfast today, some nice raspberries, knocking them back as well. And I'm going to have to make sure that we try and process these dinosaur eggs into powdered egg, because, oh boy, just the amount of calories that are in these suckers. They last for a long while though. That's the good thing. So we don't have to do that right away. Okay, let's check in and see how that went. They actually did it. They chopped up all the logs. Nearly. There's some logs there, but I am super impressed that they actually got that done. That makes that process so much easier. Okay, and I think our other folks will probably be done as well. Yup, both Pony and Cheryl are done with their nailing and their chaining. And of course, Arturo is ready to head back too with even more logs, which we're going to send him back out there again. With the resources he needs to be able to get the job done, let's get a few of our folks just on menial labor so that they can start sorting stuff out. And we want to actually make sure that we're grabbing these logs first of all, and then just kind of moving them over this way, over to towards where our wood pile is. Because this kind of area is ignored, and so they won't actually kind of move that stuff around. But I think that's good for now. I think that works for us. So we are most of the way there. We've got our planks, we just need some more chains, and we need a water faucet as well. Okay, but to do that, we are of course going to need a fair amount of steel. There is more of that out there in the world that we're going to be able to get as Hilma, but I think what we want to try and do before we try anything else is work on that grappling hook, yeah? So this is using chunks of steel. We just need to have a rope of some kind, and we might still have ropes hanging around down in our stockpile. So we're going to go and have a look at that. We're going to get our folks working on turning that into chains. So down here, we're just going to start Okay, searching for ropes. We've got a short cordage rope to start with, so we'll grab that. It is better than nothing. And you know what? We can actually recover quite a few ropes from our animals. So that's maybe what we want to try and do is get them in their new homes. That way they aren't actually going to need ropes. Yeah, there's nothing on this side here, so I think that'll probably be the call. Because yeah, to make this, we need to have rope, not cordage ropes. We still have a ridiculous amount of sinew, so we could just kind of weave them together using our spin wheel. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. Yeah, so for now, we'll actually just drop that short cordage rope off. We'll just kind of leave it to the side here, as that's something that we can use to move animals around. Yep, 19,000 sinew, I feel like that's enough. So heading back inside, we are going to make use of our spin wheel. That is something that I want to try and move though. I wonder, yeah, that's way too heavy. Okay, but eventually we want to try and get all of these things over towards our fabrication kind of workspace. So that's going to take next to no time to be able to make these 5 short ropes. It's going to use 9,000 sinew, but it's a good use for the stuff. Okay, so with our crew all gathered around us, I think we should be able to start this thing. Yes, we can. Grappling hook. It's going to take us 1 hour and 30 minutes for us to be able to make it. This is a folding grappling hook attached to a stout 30-foot long piece of lightweight cord, useful for keeping yourself safe from falling. Can be used in place of a long rope for butchering in a pinch. So, grappling hook. Let's make it. And there we are. We have it. The grappling hook. And we can actually wear it, so we will... Wow, okay, the bash and cut potential, oh right, it's strangely enough, but I guess it's 30 foot of rope. It does actually have good armor, but it's only covering 10% of our torso. It'll make us more encumbered on our torso, but we're alright with that. So now that that is out the way, we can just focus on the chain making or getting the others to work on chain making while we go off on adventures. That's the plan. So we still need 3 more steel chains. We aren't going to have enough to be able to make all 3. I think we're probably only going to be able to make 1 more at this point. Or rather, we can use the chunks as well, can't we? So we're saying max 1 at this stage. That's okay. We'll get Cheryl working on that. And then we should be able to get at least 1 more person making that for us. Ah, or not. It might have actually been using a combo. Chunks of steel. Oh, okay, I misread that. We've only got 13 chunks, we need to have 32, and we only have 4 lumps of steel at the moment. Takes a lot to make these bloody chains, I tell you. But that's good. That is good that we have that part of it done. Now, I think what I'm going to try and do is just quickly separate where our planks are down here, just so we can get some more logs chopped on up. We obviously want to make sure that we're keeping some logs, but there's some here. Yeah, we just want to have a large amount of planks available to us at any given time. And then I think we have a bit of a decision to make, whether or not we are going to go out this episode, or if we're going to spend some time trying to find new spots for our dinosaurs. And I think that's probably the best thing for us to do. They've been cooped up in that cave for such a long time. They're still young, but I think while they're young, getting them out to those spaces is going to be worth it. So first of all, I need to do some organizing here. Okay, we've got our choppers chopping, or at least they, right, okay, we can't get them chopping at the moment because of darkness. That's fair. What I might do is just tell them all to guard for the moment. Oh, okay, you're gonna take off? Interesting. Okay, now you're guarding, good. Just because if we're moving dinosaurs, we kind of want to make sure that they're going to be out of the way. So, this is going to be a bit of a process to get done. I think we want to probably start off with our larger ones. Yeah, like the Daspletosaurus. We want to try and get you on the move. So we're going to untie you, and I know it's going to be tricky getting it to move around, but it's following us so far. It does seem to have a little bit of trouble. Please get off the crops. Thank you. You know what? Let's turn on our clay oil lamp. It'll make us more visible. Oh gosh. You're just going to trample all of that, aren't you? Yep. Okay, well, I guess that's to be expected. We can't ride them. And I don't know if it's just because it is a juvenile or if we're just not going to be able to ride it full stop. We still might be able to use it as a beast of burden, and we most certainly will be able to use it as some kind of attack beast down the line. So as for the kind of the big ones, I think we probably want to try and keep them in areas like this. Are you just going to destroy the fence though? Does it? Okay, that's exactly what you're going to do. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? I think the big ones, we are just going to keep them tied up out here. And we can have the little ones... God damn it. Okay, this is a split rail fence. We can get that rebuilt, right? A split rail fence just needs planks, just needs nails. The first component of it is there. That's typical. That's typical. Okay, well, we're going to think about using this one. We're going to use those two beforehand, though. Okay, you know what? Maple, we can start with you. We're gonna untie you and see how that leading goes. Oh, hang on, no, you're gonna go flying, aren't you? Yep. All right, we need the chicken cage. The chicken cage is going to make this a much easier process. So Maple, yes, Maple. Let's go and use the chicken cage. Bam, gotcha. Okay, let's move. Welcome to your new home. There you are. And can we let you free roam in here? I guess is my question. We're going to untie you. We are going to try and see if we can just push you back there. And no? Okay, can I push you here? There we go. Nope, doesn't. I just love how useless this coop is. Well and truly. My gosh. Okay, can we swap positions maybe, huh? Kind of. I guess, okay, this is where you're gonna stay, Maple. My gosh. And as for Syrup, God, I don't know. Syrup could still be up the top. That is entirely possible. Do we have, okay, we have the grappling hook with us. Do we need to be wielding it? Is that something that we need to do to be able to use it? Or do we activate it? We'll never know. We are very heavy at the moment, so if we do fall, this will probably be the time that we do. No Syrup. Okay, well, I guess that's that then. We're just going to drop this over the edge because we want to... Oh, there it goes. Thumps down there. I hope it's okay. We are going to try and climb down. Use your grappling hook to climb down. Well, look at that. Oh, can we grab it? Take down the rope. Yes! Amazing. Oh, that's the headphones. Let's take them off. No, we want to wear the grappling hook. There we are. And we're going to wield the cage. Okay, and we completely destroyed... How? That's interesting. We completely destroyed the stepladder by dropping the chicken cage down. I've heard that gravity is intense in Cataclysm. So like if you have like a large rock and you drop it down a level onto a zombie, it can do considerable damage. So that's something to think about going forwards. If we're ever in a scenario where we're surrounded, you can drop things from above onto your enemies and it does a fair amount of damage. As you might hope. You, Earraptor, can we put you in the chicken cage? We can't. Okay, that's all right. We do actually have downstairs a weird little creature, which I don't think I've shown all of you yet. There it is. It's a cockatrice. So that was the strange egg that we found, this cockatrice egg, which that one's going to hatch anytime soon. This one is fleeing from us at the moment. It is a strange mutant bird. Although its features seem to become more reptilian, it doesn't appear dangerous. We want to try and see if we can catch this thing. So let's try and use the chicken cage a few times. We will get it eventually. The main thing that we need to avoid is accidentally trying to slam the chicken cage down on top of it, which is something that I have accidentally done in the past. So we want to make sure that we're just going activate and not trying to use it in a general direction. Man, this thing is nimble as hell. There we go. We got you. We got you in the end. I hope that we're going to be able to just release it in there and not have it fly away. 3 eggs. Okay, so we could have a relatively decent egg-laying program if we can kind of keep them safe long enough. And I don't think we should have to tame every single one of them, because at the end of the day, we don't actually want them to be following us. That's the trick here. So let's see if we can just release you in here. Okay. All right, look at you. Look at those colors. Beautiful. We could always just stick, that's an idea. As long as they can see Samo down here, they shouldn't want to leave. Yeah, because they'll be afraid. Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to start dropping one by one those cockatrice eggs, and they should, well, there's a chance that they will grow into a full-sized cockatrice in the end. We also just need to hope that the cockatrice isn't going to try and attack Maple there. But yeah, that seems to be working out all right. Cockatrice, can you exit there? God damn it. What is the purpose of this fence? Okay. Samo, buddy, pal. Can I keep you there? There we go. It's gone. It's just freaking gone. God damn it. Farming ain't easy. Yeah, it would be great if this could... Yeah, suitable for containing small livestock such as chickens. I guess, you know, a goose isn't a chicken, but because they can fly, they just fly over the friggin' thing. But okay, maybe the chicks that we get will be able to keep them in there. And I think having Samo there... Oh, I'm so sorry. We just tried to attack the Chihuahua puppy. Please be careful, Chihuahua puppy. You would also imagine that the giant dinosaur that's down there would also kind of maybe help a little bit dissuade them from wanting to just leave the cage, but no, I guess not. Okay, so we've got 2 slats in here at the moment. We're going to untie, let's just untie both of them. We'll try and get them following us, and we want this to be as ideally, oh gosh, okay. I guess it could have been worse, right? They're pretty fast. Look at that. It's a bit faster than you. Okay, so the slats might actually end up being our buddies. They might end up being the ones that we end up, taking out. We know that they're big enough that they can trample stuff, so we want to be careful with that. Let's tie you up there. We're going to bring you up a little bit further, and you can be tied up there. Yeah, okay. Got a juvenile Allosaurus, much faster than you. Okay. Wow, the Allosaurus, we like that. And there is actually an egg in our cupboard at the moment, so we could always keep the eggs just in here for when they eventually hatch. Yeah, or use one of the stables as like a temporary thing. Come on, stick with. Yeah, you are more than capable at kind of keeping up with us. We are going to tie up here. And let's go grab some eggs. Actually, we'll deal with the rest of them first and foremost, yeah? Get this Albertosaurus out here. While it's slow, I think it's going to be really strong. And I think just having them here will help act as a deterrent for anything that might want to come and attack us. At least that's what I'm kind of hoping. And we want to try and keep maybe just up that way a little bit. Like right there would be perfect. Scare off any of the chickens that want to try and leave. And then we just got this little, well, what I thought was an Aeroraptor. Let's lead you. And, okay, cool. You're not tied up at the moment. Excellent. Follow me, little one. Now I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to put into one of these pens. Come on. There we go. We are just going to tie you there. Done. And that's all of them out of that area. Good stuff. And this, oh boy, that's a lot of Pentaceratopses and Pachyrhinosaurus that are going to be jumping out of there. We're more going to keep them for actual livestock purposes. Gosh, and then we just have our folks down here, like Drom, who unfortunately just is still very stuck and... a goose. Right. That will be syrup. That'll be syrup. Another Aeroraptor egg down here, I see. Appalachiosaurus. And another slat. Well, okay, we've had lots of Aeroraptor eggs. Man, you're prolific. And then of course we have Leanne, who we can mount, but unfortunately we can't move past any of these dinos. That's the trick. Oh, there we go. That's one way that we can do it. Maybe we can get Leanne out of here. You go there, and then if we push you all the way back to here, and then wait for you to walk. Okay. Oh, and then there's Drum. Crap. Okay. I don't. It's kind of possible. I think the issue is that we're not going to be able to get Leanne past Drum, unless of course we tie Leanne up further down. Okay, there we go. Done. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Now can we go upstairs? Cannot go upstairs while we are riding, of course. We'll see if any of them are going to follow us up. Give them a moment or two. Doesn't look like it. Still stuck down there, right? Well, we're going to go into our pantry and we're going to take what eggs we can. Allosauruses, Acanthosauruses. We've got 2 birds' eggs in there, so we'll take those. We'll get them hatched. As for this, like the generic dinosaur egg and like large dinosaur egg, the fact that we don't know what they are though, that intrigues me. That makes me want to go, ooh, maybe we should get that to hatch. So yeah, we're going to try and grab all of those. It doesn't look like we were able to get all of them. So for the larger eggs, we're just going to have to drop them on the ground and kind of drag them along. Well, after that, that's our dinos done with. We got them moved out for now. And I'm very tempted to bring out one of the slats or the Allosaurus with us. The Allosaurus being much faster than us really makes me tempted to try and bring it out with us and just see how that would work, having an attack dinosaur with us. I would like to try and equip it with some kind of armor before we did anything like that, but yeah, that does take time. And really, we're just wanting to go out for a quick trip. We've got our grappling hook now. We can delve down into those craters. We can get the resources that they are keeping in there. So we're probably going to start off with this one and then head back on over towards these other 2. And that should do us. That should hopefully give us everything we need to be able to forge the 2 other chains, get this latest expansion to the fabrication workshop done. We can already make like full sets of plate mail with this place. I cannot wait to see the full extent of what we are capable of. But Legionnaires, that is something that we will be discovering together in the future. For now, I would like to thank you for joining me for another episode. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. Sometimes we are going to have more chilled, more relaxed, more laid back episodes like this one. But in the next, we will be heading out, of course. And so the possibility of danger increases with every league we journey away from home. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I would like to extend a great big thank you to the Legion on Patreon, who continue to make this cataclysmic content possible.